play high school sports? Probably quite a few. I have three kids. All of them play sports. My oldest daughter will be going to college to play basketball next year, and I guarantee you they're going to drug test her. Her high school just now implemented student athlete drug testing. The parents had to sign a consent form, and I'm pretty happy about it, and I think it's completely necessary. Drug testing has always been a debated topic, whether in student athletes or jobs or high school students. Media attention has been focused on the mandatory drug testing of high school students that want to participate in sports and extracurricular activities. The focus is mainly privacy rights. We need to take a step back and see why drug testing should be allowed in schools. Drug and alcohol problems among teens is a huge problem. In 1998, the University of Michigan found that 35% of all high school sophomores started using drugs. Nearly 13% of 8th graders used drugs last year. 62% view smoking marijuana as not really risky behavior. Um, Drug testing our teens can help them prevent some kids from experimenting with drugs if they want to play sports. Kids who play sports are more willing to consent to the drug testing because obviously they want to play their sport. So if we drug test, we can help identify the problems that kids are experimenting with drugs or if they're struggling with addiction. They could also provide help for kids that are in recovery and give them incentives to stay clean. No one wants to deny teens a reasonable amount of privacy, just as we don't want drugs to have free reign on our kids. It's not unreasonable to ask students to give up some privacy in exchange for greater assurance of their safety. One of the best reasons for this is that we can catch and intervene drug use in young adults before it adversely affects the physical, emotional, and spiritual development of our children. So, to end the cycle of abuse, identification of drug use must be paired with strategies for intervention, not just punishments for the offender. When these student athletes receive treatment early, effort to instill more positive behaviors and more successful is important to drug test our kids. Student athletes, like I said, will be more likely candidates for this because they're going to want to play their sport and they'll consent to drug testing, which may help them give them more of an incentive to stay clean or to ask for help if they need it. So I hope that you guys will sign your petitions, sign your kids' permission forms to help them get drug tested because